My name is Malcolm David Paul. I have a private practice, really all aesthetic plastic surgery in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was president of CSPS from 2005 to 2006. I actually decided to become a plastic surgeon when I was in my general surgery training because I originally wanted to do pediatric surgery. And then I got interested in plastic surgery and actually started a clinic. And I was the first resident in a new training program at George Washington University in 1973 to 75. What I like most about plastic surgery is that, well, first, it's always evolving, subspecialty really of aesthetic surgery within especially of plastic surgery. And because my background, my bachelor degree was in psychology, it was a natural marriage between psychology and body image. The art, the science of plastic surgery sort of was a good beginning to carry me through the residency and through so many decades of practicing. What really mattered to me when I first started, because I came to California in 1975, I really knew no one. And I had the good fortune of meeting Dr. Fred Grazer, who became my mentor. And he said to me, "You're going to be president of the Aesthetic Society." And subsequently, I was president there as also the California Society. And so he really mentored me. Before we had smartphones and iPads and so forth, I would say, "I have this particular problem. Tell me what I need to do." And he would send me a drawing, fax it to me, call me. I would go watch him operate. And he was a pioneer of body contouring and brought body contouring really in the form of liposuction to the United States around 1982 or 83. It's kind of interesting because at the time before I became president, the society was not making money. I think they were losing money in the annual meetings. It had to do with getting corporate sponsors. I had just finished being president of the Aesthetic Society from 2001 to 2002. In fact, I was president during 9/11, which was a very interesting time with people from around the world lending their condolences and support to us. But after I finished my year, the California Society recognized what I did for the Aesthetic Society and brought me into the lineup. Within a few years, I became president, was able to turn around the finances, and it's much more successful, which I hope was a part of what I did. For medical students that are interested in pursuing a career in plastic surgery, well, first you have to have an interest. Maybe you were an art major in college. Maybe you were in biology. Maybe you were a business major and then decided to take the biologic sciences after. But almost every training program in America now in plastic surgery is an integrated program. So if you think you want to do it, getting accepted into a 6 or 7 year program begins with a broader coverage of surgery topics in gynecology, orthopedics, ENT, including then dermatology and plastic surgery. And as you go through the years, when you get to the final years, you concentrate more on just the especially in plastic surgery. And then you finish your training, which could take 6 or 7 years. And then you may want to take a fellowship in aesthetic surgery, hand surgery, craniofacial, pediatric, all the different subspecialties of plastic surgery. Get as much education as you can, read as much as you can. Don't believe everything that you read. Don't try and run off of a meeting and try the procedure yourself. Ask to see several consecutive cases of those that are presenting, not the ones that are picked because they look the best when they post on social media or even in peer-reviewed literature. And but always be learning and never accept what you've done. Always look for a better way to accomplish what you're trying to do. And if you don't just set your ways, you'll grow with the specialty. But you have to have a foundation in anatomy and physiology and chemistry and so forth, and the medications that we use, the procedures. Once you have a good foundation through excellent training, you can build on that with the changes that occur in the specialty. I think I've been really blessed with an amazing career. I started out knowing really no one except for a few mentors, but I attended all the meetings. I went around the world learning from the best that I could find. I had very little training in cosmetic surgery, but I knew I wanted to do it. I read, I published, I joined the faculty under the great guidance of Dr. David Furness at UCI, and eventually moved up to full professor. I co-directed the training program in cosmetic surgery for over 20 years. And then I joined the faculty as a full professor at University of Nevada in Las Vegas, where I am now. So the idea is to pursue an interest. And, we say in plastic surgery, you stand on the shoulders of those who went before you to see further. I never thought I'd be doing what I do today, but it's all based upon excellent training, 52 years ago and 51 years ago.